There we go. Take care of that. I think we could expand the window a little bit here. Let's change that top chat to live chat. Don't want to forget that. Alright, so we'll be picking up where we left off in last night's stream with Monika Before Story in just a few minutes here. We'll give people some time to show up, like I usually do. Neato. Hey, how's it going, official dummy? How are we doing tonight? But I'm about ready to get started any minute here. Sent out all the links I want to. So yeah, we're hopefully gonna finish this off tonight. I'm not sure how much of Monika Before Story is left. We got through, I think we got through like the prologue bit in the first 2 or 3 days, I want to say. But, yeah. And, to answer your question, I'm doing pretty good. It was a busy day at work, and there was a lot of catching up going on because our grocery shipment was late, like really late today, so, but we managed to power through it. But, you know, now I'm just looking forward to doing some more of this and having the day off tomorrow. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do tomorrow if I finish this tonight. You guys have been suggesting some pretty cool mods to check out, so I'm thinking maybe I'll look into one of those. I'm thinking at the moment, if we finish this tonight, I'll start up the first act of the mod World of Dreams, because the last time I played that, I'm pretty sure it was just a demo. But now that Act 1 has a full release, I kind of want to check it out again, see what all has changed, because I don't really remember everything that happened in that mod. But I remember it being really neat. It had a pretty cool premise, from what I remember. But yeah, I think that's enough intro. I think I'm gonna get into it now before we sit here too long. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting. Gotten a little more comfortable as president over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Ben. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I trust yesterday must have gone well for you and Monika? That's right, Monika saw Sayori after school yesterday. I remember that. We did visit to make sure you were doing alright. We spoke about a lot of things. I'm sure you did. I'm sure there was a lot to unpack. If you went into a serious discussion, so yeah, I imagine there were a lot. There was a lot shared. A lot of girl things. Yeah, okay. Best I leave it at that. Yep. That's private matters. Anyways, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that? All of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. She nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Out of it comes 2 small coins. I knew it. I see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? Simple, really. If you had enough money in the first place. Yes. Sayori can be sneaky like that. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming here. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse for a walk, or you planned to conveniently forget you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. Wah! I give up! Don't make me feel guilty! If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to. She suddenly giggles. I didn't even notice she was listening in. Face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. Yeah, sure. Sure you weren't. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Ben to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can reasonably afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book.
Oh. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that.
Yeah. I said this in my base game playthrough, but people think the same way about me at work. The way Sayori thinks about Yuri just now.
You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Yep. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she tricked Natsuki into sharing all of her chocolate.
But Natsuki was helping me pick up coins at the vending machine. And she felt bad seeing me starve, so she gave me one.
Come on, give her more credit than that, Sayori. Oof.
Yeah!
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow! What was... A cookie!
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori looks around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked.
Aren't words fun?
I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the chocolate. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy!
She hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it already. She rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Yum. So good. She clasps her hands over her mouth. Too fast, Sayori, too fast. Slow down.
I bit my tongue!
You're going through a lot over just one cookie. She then takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. Yep, that's how it worked in middle school too, whenever I bought multiple from the snack bar. Anybody who wants one gets the shitty ones, I get the good one. That's just how it works.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Like I just said, it's really quite simple. Right? Oh, part of her head's cut off. How about we fix that? There. Room must have changed while I wasn't looking. There, that's better.
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
She gets out of her chair and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Jeez. I get it.
Cookie in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Yep. Sayori the sneaky little one. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Go get her, Natsuki. It's impressive that her relationship with Natsuki still floats, considering what happened yesterday. DropX Live. Hello, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How we doing tonight? Natsuki and Yuri were exchanging laughter when I entered the room, so I'm glad this club still has it all together.
Geez, Sayori, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Eh?
What's going on here? She's got that intense, serious look. It's alright. What about you? Kind of stressful day at work, but, you know, it's over now, so I'm just ready to unwind and be ready to enjoy my day off tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet, but I'll figure it out. Hey, yep. What do you think the live chat feed is for? It might be a bit behind the actual live chat, but that's what it's there for. Or behind the actual video, I mean. Natsuki and the club glance at Monika. Everyone's looking at you. What's going on here? She stands silent by the open club window. I didn't even realize there was an open window.
She's doing it again.
What do you mean again? What do you mean again? This didn't happen last time. Or if it did happen, it happened off camera. What's going on here? Doing what again?
Good question.
Yeah, I'm with Yuri here. I'm with Yuri and our boy here. What's going on? What does Natsuki mean again?
In case you haven't noticed that, she's had a habit of looking out the window recently.
First time I'm seeing it.
I don't think she can hear us even.
Maybe she feels a bit broken or something. Or outcast. I don't know. Yeah, it could be any of those things, or it could be something else. I'd really like to hear it from her, but you know she's not going to be direct about this.
I should go talk to her.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I do think it's a bit unusual.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I hope she's okay.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Of course she's okay.
Yeah, this is a PC. The original DDLC was a PC exclusive game, but with DDLC Plus coming out, that's going to be on all platforms. So if you got, you know, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, it's going to be on all that, as well as PC. So if you haven't played the game before and you don't, you know, want to play it on PC, which if you don't, I mean, I don't know what you're doing, but yeah, DDLC Plus will be on console. But yeah, if you got a computer, I don't think this is coming to mobile, but I think if you have Android, there is a way to port DDLC to Android, so you can technically play it on mobile, but there's no like official way to do it. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you got a computer, the base game is free. You just gotta download it.
She probably just had a really bad day. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? What if she has a boyfriend? She never told me!
Yeah, she never told any. She didn't say anything about that. I think you're jumping to conclusions, Sayori. Yeah, if you've never played it, I would recommend it. Just heed the warnings that the game gives you. That's all I'll say.
I wouldn't be surprised. She did leave all of her clubs. It's quite possible that included a couple of old relationships and loose ends.
Yeah, that would not surprise me. You know, that couldn't have been an easy decision for her. Couldn't have been an easy thing to do for her.
Not that it matters. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
Figuratively and literally. As in to say, if you've ever looked at the character files for all of the girls, you'll notice, you know, Monika's character file is significantly larger than all three of the others is. And if you add up all 3 of the other girls' character files, I think it comes out to 1 kilobyte less than Monika's character file. So yeah, random fun fact for you.
That's true. Excuse me? I'd like to see Monika bake a cupcake.
I mean, that is something she wants to learn to do, according to what she says in Monika After Story. So, I mean, you know, she said before she wants to learn how to bake good pastries like Natsuki did in Moss, so yeah. Natsuki picks up another wrapped cookie.
Ooh! Sorry about that. I didn't mean to, like, phase out or anything. I hope you guys weren't worried.
It was very off-putting, but, I don't know what to tell you.
Eh? They say you're thinking about your boyfriend.
No, you said that, Sayori.
You never really told me about him. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? I was going over the festival preparations in my head. We can't really slack off.
I find that hard to believe. Never mind that. I'm sure you had more pressing things to think about.
To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
You seem to do that a lot.
That makes no sense, though. I don't know anyone who would just space out like that unless they had some tragedy happen to them or something. I still kind of have piano notes playing in my head. It's hard to explain. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
I hope she doesn't leave us for the music club.
That's so cool! We should practice together, Monika.
She looks at Sayori.
Maybe we should focus on the festival first. Yay!
That sounds like the right thing to do. Yes. I would think that's a little bit more important. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, we should all work together, Ben.
Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been doing a whole lot for that recently. And I'd really love the chance to see your reaction when I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, not really. Just Sayori whining about food and then stealing a bite of Natsuki's cookie. I choose to leave out her mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone's already settled in. Sayori has somehow already finished her entire cookie. Monika is talking to her about something. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki has disappeared once again into the closet.
Ben!
She suddenly comes up to me. So, if you weren't here last time, or you don't remember, we're doing the Monika route on this. Because, I mean, the name of the mod is Monika Before Story. It would be sacrilegious not to do this one first.
Hey, I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom.
That sounds like something Sayori would do.
You should come with me.
Supplies? Ah, for the festival, maybe.
Yeah, after talking with Sayori, we were gonna go make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. It gets boring hanging out in the club room sometimes.
I'm sure you would know best. Ah, I see. What the hell am I doing for this club? I should be organizing. Sure, I'll go with you.
Excellent.
Okay, everyone. We'll be back soon.
Oh? Hey, Ben. What kind of club are you running here? You're just gonna leave us here? Natsuki is right yet again, Ben.
Yep, Natsuki tends to be the voice of reason. Or the voice of dissent.
I don't suppose we gave up on reading each other's poems now. Do you want me to take charge of things for now, Ben? I mean, it's my job to do that while you're gone, so...
Alright. We'll be out real quick. You guys go and read or something. It'll only take a minute.
Glad you got that handled, Ben.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think he could have handled that better. We exit the club room. I follow behind as Monika glides around the hallway. Honestly, I should practice my walking posture as I tend to hunch over like a complete loser. It's all the games, man. Everything really boils down to elegance and a kind of sprezzatura? Is that even a word? Because if it is, I've never heard of it. Somebody Google that and let me know what that means. Because that's kind of amazing when it comes to Monika and successful people. Sprezzatura. I've never heard that word in my life. Like, what? I mean, she always looks like she has it together. Hey, Monika? What exactly are we doing for the festival again? This is something I think you should know by now, mates. Like, my god.
Sarah and I have it all planned out. Don't you worry.
Is that so? Man, I am a terrible president.
Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance.
A performance? Of what kind?
Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Easy as that.
Ah, that sounds kind of dull.
Ben! You're not taking the right perspective at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them.
There's a difference, you dunce.
Don't move and keep your eyes focused on me.
Alright, time to pay attention, ladies and gentlemen.
Should go something like keyboard on a piano. The ivory notes beckon to me. I press a key, freeing it from its dusty abode, awakening an old memory. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the rooms that were once alive no longer have sound. Just like that, Ben.
Wow, Monika. She seems more skilled in recitation than I am. Must be her experience with the debate club. Yeah, I would imagine that has something to do with it. I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for any straight guy not to fall in love with you when you do that.
Now you're just teasing me, Mr. President. I'd like to see you try. I'm fairly certain you don't have anything planned yet.
Ha ha ha! She knows!
I'm just really excited for the festival.
I know you are.
Pretty sure the festival is going to be so much fun this time around.
She grabs my hand as we continue onwards in the hallway.
Hey Ben, this classroom over here is empty. Let's go and grab the supplies before the girls think we're on a date or something.
A date, huh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Monika like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but objective-driven, a happy girl with the world on her hands. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. So, going adventuring with Monika brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the room. Monika heads straight to the closet and I follow.
Let's see what we have in here. Crayons?
She pulls a box full of them off the shelf.
Ooh, I like this brand. Bit dirty, but I think with a bit of polishing.
She delicately removes various crayons from the box, reading the color names. Alright, that one's down. Do we still need to find anything? She walks over to the classroom door to close it. What are you doing? What's going on here? Oh. What for? She walks straight up to me. Where are you going with this? What's this about? The music stopped.
So, Ben.
The closed doors and Monika standing so close to me makes my heart race a little, as it rightfully should. I try to calm myself by remembering the little girl I grew up with. Don't fight it, man. Just embrace it. Yeah, Monika?
I just want to get something out of the way. Are you still single?
Damn! That came out of nowhere. Clever girl. Still single. I mean, I'm answering for him in the game, not for me, hon, so... Yeah? I, never actually had a girlfriend before. Sorry if that's rather pathetic of me.
I never actually had a boyfriend before, either. And keep that a secret. I don't know if it's because I'm a vegetarian or if I'm a bit of a control freak.
Well, at least you're honest about it.
Maybe because of both. But I guess I felt comfortable telling you.
I see.
It's good to have someone to confide in.
Very much so. And, that's the kind of person I am for a lot of people, you know? Especially at work. A lot of people, will sit and talk to me because they need somebody to vent to. Whether it be about things in their life or something at work. Just... So I get where you're coming from. Hey, welcome back, Elena. How's it going tonight?
We girls are very protective of our image. Well, I think mine is kind of ruined already.
Ruined, you say?
I've been called a scheming flirt and a political climber on many occasions.
Wow, okay. Love to know who said that about you. I can see scheming flirts, no doubt. And that's good. Glad to hear you're doing good today. Or tonight, rather. I don't know, maybe you live somewhere where it's like, 6 a.m. right now. But political climber, I'd love to know who said that about you.
It's as if I can't have feelings for anyone these days.
Hey, what matters is that we're here. People come and go. But friends, they stay together. Hell yeah. You got that right. 12:41 for you? You're an hour ahead of me. You must be on the East Coast.
You're a real sweetheart, man.
Thanks, Monica. I think he's just being honest. Moving on. Monica and I searched the classroom for more supplies. We almost had a little crayon fight, even. Hey, come on. Keep it together now. Don't forget, everyone else is probably wondering where we are right now. It was a lively activity for the both of us, and we ended up slumping into 2 chairs adjacent to us. I didn't expect this little adventure to be so much fun. You were always that innocent and sweet girl, just like back then.
I remember I could never pretend to hurt you in those games we used to play. Do you? Do you still remember how we met?
How we met? You were playing with a ball and it rolled over to me.
And then you started playing with me. That's when I knew you were a good person.
Oh, dude, that's so wholesome. that's so sweet and wholesome, and I love it. Just you hear that, and it makes you feel good inside, you know. It's like something you'd hear on a Sayori route. It's so good.
You've always been a good person.
Oh, yep, my in-game self says it all. My heart, dude, it's melting.
Remember that one time where I was flying a kite and it got stuck in a tree?
Yeah, I tried to get it, but I fell from the tree in the process. Yeah, I probably grabbed a branch that you thought was stable, and then it snapped. All this seems like it just happened. All these memories rushing back to me. Where does the time go, man? Where does the time go? I tell ya. Oh.
You always cared for me, man. Like that one time you were having that ice cream.
It was your favorite flavor, mint chocolate chip. Yep, spitting straight facts here. You can ask her in Moss, she'll tell you the exact same thing. Accidentally muted the stream. I was very nervous because I thought the music just randomly stopped. Oh, yeah. Ugh. It did earlier when Monica closed the door on us.
And you saw me looking at it. You just handed it to me before you even tasted it.
That was like in 5th grade. Wow, all this is so long ago. Yeah, usually whenever the music stops in DDLC, it's not a good thing. Yep, usually. Exactly, usually. You still remember all that?
How could I forget? You always remembered my interests. You knew I loved chocolate, so you got me the huge box assorted with all different kinds.
That makes me a little hungry.
I imagine how much that must have cost.
All my allowance, in fact. But it was well spent. You're goddamn right. Spoken like a champ. My man. I wish I took a picture when I gave it to you. There you go. I make a mental note to bring a camera if such a situation were to present itself. Yes, save this moment forever. You look so happy and adorable. She slowly starts to pace around the room.
All these things. No one ever did these things for me. No one ever cared for me this much. When I was still a nobody.
Monika, I had to. I felt the need to.
It feels good to have someone like you for who you are.
Oh, 100%, Elena. 100%. 100% agree with that. I absolutely do, man. Absolutely do. Okay, well, you'd have to remember. You'd have to remember, if she, if you were able to do that and pull her into our world, then she'd be in our world. I don't think she would have her powers anymore. She'd be just like the rest of us, Like, she wouldn't be in game world anymore. She'd be in the real world. Our world. So, yeah. Did I miss something?
That's all.
I soon noticed the time. We gotta get back. Pretty sure they're starting a mutiny right now. Yeah, you're goddamn right.
Well, they can't do it without me, Ben.
I like that. Facts. This guy's got his priorities fucking straight.
Welcome back. Natsuki and Yuri were getting bored, so I thought it was just about time to start sharing our poems.
It's fine. You did good as Vice President Sayori.
Well, anyway, we were able to find all the supplies we needed. Woohoo! We can get to work right after.
Alright, girls, let's get to the party.
Lead the poem reading, President Ben.
I approach my club members and clear my voice. Yes, yeah, true, I guess, but, that just reminds me of, it reminds me of a, fanfic I read in a, fanfic reading video a long time ago. Like, this was sometime last year I did this. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of one of the ones I read for that video. Where that basically happened. And the dude, like, is just so stunned that it even happened. Just, I don't know, it was weird. Okay, everyone, are you ready to share poems? Making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I gather my members. Alright, who first today? I think let's do... I guess you could say, it's time to stop! Let's do it the order we did. Let's start with the same person we did last time, Natsuki. Just to spice things up.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. I can't really say it's any better either. Huh? Phew, what?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck. Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Ah, glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well, then keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's... Something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Monika's poem from yesterday.
Eh? Are you sure?
Yeah, well, I guess it might just be a coincidence.
Yeah, I think so.
But you never really struck me as her type.
Monika has a type all of a sudden? If so, then you're probably the cute type. Oh, I feel that. Yeah, Elena, that reminds me of the days where I had a Chrysler Town and Country where the driver's side window didn't work, and neither did the AC. And let me tell you, driving to work in the summer with that thing was absolutely miserable. Especially on days where it was like, 90 to 100 degrees outside and it had been sitting out in the sun all day. Just, no, dude. That is the worst kind of torture I can imagine for someone who doesn't enjoy heat. Ben Vasquez, hey, welcome to the stream. How we doing tonight? I don't think I've seen you on the stream before. If so, welcome. The teasing compliment doesn't seem to register.
Well, I don't know.
Huh, weird. Yeah. Well, do you have like a fan you can plug in or something? Or is that the kind of fan you have? Because I got a ceiling fan. I usually always got that thing going full blast, no matter what time of year it is.
It's almost like you're trying to impress them. The word choice and everything.
Well, you gotta try everything, right?
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh, yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I remember when I had a fan like that, it did not last very long. I don't know why, but just... for whatever reason, it just stopped working after a while. Oof. Well, hopefully it's not supposed to be hot for you tomorrow. Because I feel bad for you if it is supposed to be. Oh, I'm on the wrong menu. There we go.
Here.
Yep, this is the same. So if you've never read that, pause the video here, and pause the video here, because I'm moving on.
Not bad, Mr. President.
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's, man. Oh, it's actually storming where you are? Man, we could use some more of that here. We got some rain a day or two ago, but we could still use some more, you know?
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter! It can be about anything! I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it.
I guess this poem sharing assignment was a good idea. Right? Alright. Let's see what Sari has to think about it.
Ooh, I like this one bad. It has some nice feelings in it.
Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both.
That's not very helpful, you know.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go with my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. And again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Alright, I gotta clear my throat here quick. Ugh. Alright, that's better. I hope. Oh, jeez, really? That actually happened? Wow. I've never heard that about somebody's laptop. Wow. That's crazy. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. You're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever. Yeah, I don't hate anybody who is fascinated by spiders. I mean, they are kind of fascinating creatures when you think about it. I just don't particularly like seeing them. There you go. Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's that word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad, huh? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. Make a nice happy rainbow.
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Ben. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Okay, this is an original one, so I'm gonna sit down and read this.
Cookie jar. I pop off the lid of my cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my sweets. Little cookies of different little cookies of different flavors, rather. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger to pluck one out. I know it's warm and tasty, but there's no time to waste. I put it on a plate to keep it safe, and I put the plate on a table with all the others.
Yeah, she does. Sari likes some rather disturbing words in that poem mini game.
Plates of cookies, plates of cookies, plates of... a plate of cookies, plate of cookies, plate of cookies, all in a row.
I get the feeling they just kind of rewrote Bottles in a different way.
My collection makes me lots of friends. Each cookie a sweet bite to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a cookie to save the day.
Yeah, this is kind of just Bottles, but with cookies.
Night after night, more plates. Friend after friend, more cookies. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets, hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off the empty plates. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty table could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my cookies that much? I frantically pull them from the table, one plate after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every cookie plate. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Dirty cookies.
Oh yeah, I agree. Like,
Dirty cookies, dirty cookies, dirty cookies and crumbs all over the floor. They were supposed to be from my friends. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is more, 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 and more.
so yeah, this is kind of just a rewrite of Bottles, but with a different theme. Holy crap. Did you really write this, Sayori?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monika taught me a whole lot. And I've been in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm probably thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! I'm your vice president, and writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Haha. Don't get ahead of yourself. From what Monika tells me, Sarah's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Like I said, I guess we'll see. Monika!
President Ben, how's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going badly. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon we'll all come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure. Here you go. I hand it to Monika.
All right.
She's really taking the time to look through it. Monika? Is it really that terrible?
This is the second poem I've liked now.
Second what? What was with the first?
Ben, your words are really moving to someone like me. The way you captured the mood of things and how it all ties to that sinking feeling. The poem. I really, really like it. Love it, even.
I'm glad you did. Sometimes I see a familiar girl. She's out there, standing in a field of green. And even if there are a lot of people laughing and dancing around her motionless figure, it's almost like she's alone, you know? That was the inspiration behind this one. Aww.
Hey, Ben. You know I'm not too shallow a person and that I do my research really well. But I have reason to believe you're doing your research too. Some of the words in your poem seem to reflect my affinity for things. Maybe I'm being paranoid, but the Ben I knew from long ago wasn't as poetic as he was now. Anyway, I'm taking your time.
No, no, no. You know what? You can keep it.
What? I can keep it?
Yeah.
But what about everyone else? I mean, I'd love to have it, but they don't get a copy. Everyone should get their fair share, right? It's only right.
No, it's not. Monika. I did kind of write this for you in a way. And I lacked initiative back then to actually do things to move our relationship forward. We're friends. Really close friends. Since I run this club, I should stop caring so much about what other people think.
Ben.
I don't think that's what she wanted to hear, mate. I don't think that's what she wanted to hear.
I appreciate what you're doing. But being in a position of power isn't about prioritizing yourself or your wants. It's about service and respect for the position.
Yes. That's what true leadership is all about.
So I appreciate the intention. But maybe we should do something like this on a weekend. Maybe we should do something this weekend instead?
Oh yeah. I could have sworn I saw her wink at me.
Ben, what are you and Monika doing?
Stay out of this. This is not your business.
Can we please stop with the flirting?
Alright, alright.
But anyway, you want to read my poem now?
Yes, I very much do. I love these.
I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. Refrain. Another original one. Here we go.
Refrain. Piano keys and repeat. I stop at a moment's breath. This song I play is but the same, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. I hear an office of applause, bright, beautiful colors, a crowd clapping for a stage clapping for a crowd, the artist lost, alone in the song. Piano keys in repeat. I continue to play along, hoping things would one day change. A bridge to another verse, an escape from this refrain.
It's rather sad, don't you think?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with the space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic.
Yeah, that's one way to interpret it.
The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
So I see. Still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Or a conversation with the reader.
Yes.
So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway.
You know what? That kind of inspired me. I take most of my writing tips of the day from you, actually. Oh, so you flat out admit it!
Really? I don't know much about writing. Or poems, for that matter. Almost feels like my memory was wiped.
Maybe because it was for this mod? I don't know. That's, yeah. Anyways, I should go and read the others as poems now. That just leaves Yuri.
Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Bad. Your skills are already improving.
Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot.
It's nothing. I'm just happy to inspire a fellow writer. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try to let your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise.
Yes, I would have to agree. One that takes practice and, what's the word I'm looking for? I see. Focus, that's what it was. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing.
I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it.
Of course. Is this the one you wrote for today? She nods and timidly hands it to me. Yep, this is the same, so if you haven't read this, if you haven't read it before, pause the video, because we're moving on.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
That's good. The club needs more people like you. Sure is metaphorical, that's for sure. I imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery, conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, having returned to your poems again, I would figure it has something to do with hobbies.
Well, I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Huh, that's funny. Did Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest?
Eh? She did?
Yeah. She's talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right! I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common.
That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that!
Don't worry, I don't have no reason to.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're such a good listener.
With the festival coming up, I should get an activity rolling out to prepare everyone. Okay, everyone! We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room...
Is this about the festival? Well, sort of, I think. Is that right, Ben? This is for the festival, yes?
She winks at me.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We just started this club and we barely know each other.
I like the look on Sayori's face as she realized, wait a minute. She's right. What do we do?
We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
I gather them and attempt to calm them. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, alright? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sari and Monika have been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. The planning is mostly on Sari and Monika, I think.
Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the festival. Sorry, I thought we all told you about it already. We're gonna be performing. Performing? Monika? Ben? Sayori? Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us is gonna choose a poem to recite during the event. But the best part is, we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sarah's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
She picks up a poster from her desk and holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Ben?
Monika, Sayori,
you didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Just no.
Guys. Now, Yuri.
No, Sayori, Monika. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. And I did think this poem assignment was beyond our comfort zone. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. I'm a terrible president. Nat's just like, told you so. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature's all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know we can all do it. Natsuki's just sitting there like, no, that's not really why I joined this club. They remain silent. Sarah looks worried. Monika looks tired. Stop it, you're making me tired. Guess that leaves me no choice. Look. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get some new members for us. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Oh... Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? She dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I totally just dyslexics to that. English is hard, guys, I swear. English is hard. Ugh, I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. Ben wants each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're gonna practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for the thumbs up, man. I try my best. Ben! This is too sudden! Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. It's true though. Ladies, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. It's only right, I guess. Although I don't know what poem to read. Maybe I can improvise. Can I go next? Yeah, of course. You're my vice president, Sayori. Now let's see. I flipped through my old notebook to find whatever poem has carefully selected words, where the poem itself can function as a testament to literature's power in conveying feelings. I then choose to stand behind the podium. Oh boy. I'm bracing myself for how stupid this might turn out. The title of this poem is Goodbye, Old Friend. Oh. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite the poem. I finally understand that happiness can be found. To what end a reality? A reality that is designed to let friends' dreams come true. Since I'm not exactly confident with these strange words, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause from the girls. It sounds like a more positive version of Monika's final letter at the end of the base game. That's pretty cool. I'd love to hear the full version. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause from the girls anyway. See? It's as easy as that. It wasn't really easy, but what matters is showing confidence. Damn straight! Are you ready to go next, Sayori? With that, everyone went about reciting their poems and had a good time. Natsuki and Yuri, surprisingly, liked the activity. They ended up sharing a couple of writing tips with each other. Oh, well, that's good. Glad to know they're getting along. Sayori read a poem called My Meadow. It was serene and bittersweet. She was followed by Natsuki, who read a poem called Jump. It worked surprisingly well with Natsuki's trademark style of being spoken aloud. She was followed by Yuri, who read a poem called After an Image of a Crimson Eye. Her quivering words transformed into the sharp syllables of a fierce, confident woman. The poem was full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciated with perfect timing. And the warm-up activity ended with Monika, who read a poem called The Way They Fly. As they gather around me, I try to end with a few words. So, that wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again.
Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
Doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I would think it would be the other way around. Well, that's just how it is, so I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival.
That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. Might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be helping you guys out, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
That's great, Ben. It makes us really happy.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out real nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning everything tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day!
I can't wait! I can do this.
Alright. Wait. I almost forgot my tip of the day. Okay, everyone. Yep. Alright. So here's the real question. Is this going to be an original one, or is this just going to be another one he stole from Monika? Let's find out. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? Yep. I knew it. Yep. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. You're all dismissed. Everyone packs up, too busy and lost in thought about the upcoming festival. Seems there's no way for me to walk home with Monika this evening. Don't sweat it. But my thoughts should be with the club. Precisely. Don't forget your responsibilities, man. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monika to consider staying. Then I'll have to do my best. Goddamn right. It's only been a few days. Already, I feel like I'm on top of the world. Is there a specific girl in my mind? Gee, I wonder. I can't complain, you're not giving me enough options. Ah, Monika. Once she gets in your head, man, just... there's no escaping it. I'm telling you. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time. Alright, more poem writing. I only think it really matters that I save before the first one if I want to do more routes. So, instead, let's just get this done. You know, this is one I don't recognize. Ha! No wonder. Ah. So Rose is Sayori. Good to know. Guys, there's some words I obviously know are Monika, but I like trying to click on other ones to keep it interesting, you know? I'm pretty sure empty is a Sayori word. None of these other words jump out to me as Monika, except for two that I've already used. So... I think contamination's a Yuri word? I could be wrong about that. And I'm pretty sure explode is also a Yuri word. So I think I just have to go with one I've already used. Scars. I'm pretty sure scars would be Natsuki. Poof is obviously Natsuki. Spinning, probably Sayori. Overshadow, that's definitely Monika. Vanilla, no, that's Natsuki. And omniscience is Yuri. I've learned that. Entropy I've known is a Yuri word. Bouncy. No, that's Sayori. Jumpy. Choice, yep. That's what you love, choice. You know what? I've been really tempted to see who would jump for Yandere. No one did. Weird. That's weird, man. No one jumped for it. Weird, man. Yep, you are a risk taker. What about Wrath? Part of me thinks that could either be Yuri or Monika. Let's find out. Yep, Yuri. Tweet? No, that's Natsuki. Okay. And my words are all over the place with this one. Really? Meaningless is Yuri? Wouldn't have thought that. Alright, well... let's actually get serious. Huh. Who do we choose? Yes, because that's what you're good at. I make my way to the club room. Yesterday was rather uneventful, but I think... Eh? Sound. It was a piano. I should probably head on over to the literature clubs. My members are waiting for me. That piano. I guess there's enough time. Maybe I should check it out. I make my way past the empty classrooms to a part of the school I don't usually visit. The sounds of the piano had long stopped, but the lingering echoes guide me to a secluded room near the end of the hallway. I enter through the door. We're in the music room. Anyone here? Ah, Monika. Doing some piano practice. Hey, Ben. I didn't think I'd see you in here. He was enticed by the sound of your piano playing. What a surprise, huh? I should be asking you why you're here, Monika. Are you planning on joining the music club? Festival is a few days away, after all. Can hear your button press from a mile away. Or key press, whatever. I give her a polite smile. It's a new room, you know? I kind of felt drawn to the place. Like I was meant to be here. Meant to be here? I realize the serious tone of things, so I try to lighten up. Well, I had a hunch sooner or later you would end up here. What are you implying? Maybe it's because of what happened yesterday. But honestly, we should put the past behind us. That sounds good, Ben. Like I said, I actually have these notes floating in my head and all. Maybe I just had to let them go. They seem to remind me of bad memories. Just let me near the piano, Monika. Here you go. Thank you. I'm rather surprised she gave up on that piano without resistance or hesitation. I approached the piano with a heavy feeling in my chest. I know this is more than what it seems. My fingers go over to the keys to play a familiar tune. You all know what this is. I can feel Monika shudder as the notes dance in the air. Ben, that sound. It was a piece from my old club. I feel like I've finally taken over things. Let's not go back to this place ever again, okay, Monika? All right. Just like that, I'm fairly certain we won't be having any more of these episodes. I stay behind to try it out a little more. After all, I've had some practice. As I settle into the classroom, I clear my throat and speak loudly. Oh man, the last one here again. Monika told us you'd be practicing piano.
Yeah. You must have a lot of determination, Dad. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination on Ben's part. He was helping me with my headache earlier. But I feel better now.
Well, that's good. That's what matters. So you're feeling better. Hopefully we can all end on a good note. Yes. Yes, my friend. Let us hope. I'd rather Monika stay here than mess around in the library or wherever.
I'm surprised that Ben's actually quite good. I never really saw him play the piano before. Maybe you can put that to good use for the festival. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for each of us. We all have to contribute our talents for the festival too. Ah! I can't wait for the festival! It's gonna be great!
Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki?
Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Monika, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Eh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name, Monika. Good one, Natsuki. Although, I wish I knew what squid was like. Wait, you don't eat squid? Excuse me, but I think our vice president is missing.
Yes, glad you noticed. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. She's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking out of the window. She's doing what Monika was doing yesterday. That's concerning. I walk over to her. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Alright, just checking. Hey, Sayori. You're spacing out again.
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh. Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine. See?
She shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone else.
Well, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back to everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed, with everyone at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monika if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been prepping for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monika, who is shuffling some papers at her desk.
Ben, what's up?
Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way?
It says in the title of the video, if you missed it, if you somehow missed it. Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today.
Oh, you think so? I think she may be,
Eh? She must not want to say it in front of everyone else.
I think maybe she's having a bit of a rain cloud.
Rain cloud? Whatsoever do you mean?
We use the term together for whenever she just gets the hit of total sadness. It happens and it's kind of uncontrollable on her part, so...
Oof. Something wrong?
I was supposed to keep that a secret. We're trying to get her some medication and stuff.
Ah, right. We peer across the room at Sierra, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up or down her desk. She's never really liked this. But maybe I don't really spend as much time as I used to with her. She was really dismissive about it in class. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me, too. I mean, it does kind of take its toll on me. But don't tell her that. I do love her, Ben. I think the best course of action is to leave her alone for now.
Well, the festival is only a few days away. We should maximize our time.
Oh, yeah, we should. Good thinking, Mr. President.
Not much we can do for now except plan. I start thinking of more assignments and the logistics of things. I think I'm starting to daydream. We better hurry up, as I still have that poem reading planned out for the day.
Hey.
Eh? I looked up to see Monika next to me.
The festival is coming up. And you're just sitting there.
Sorry. I didn't mean to make you worried or anything.
You look troubled, Ben.
No, I'm probably making it look like a bigger deal than it is. Just been thinking about Sayori, that's all.
Ah, right. I knew it would still bother you.
Yeah, she really does seem pretty down today. She didn't want to admit it to me, though. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her.
Oh. She's your classmate, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
And in that case, you should be aware of this. She talks a great deal about you, you know.
Well, I guess that's true.
Some people just have those days. But Sayori, she has it really rough. It's not her fault she's that way. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important.
Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes.
Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious.
Yeah. I should have thought of it that way from the start.
Anyway, I should try to hold things together while you're both kind of low on energy. I've seen this happen in other clubs. Particularly the ones I don't lead. You go and relax for now, Ben. I've got it all under control.
I don't know about that. I don't know if that's a good idea, Monika. I really am useless. Oh, who am I kidding? Speed things up, I should probably just start the poem activity. Okay, everyone. Why don't we share poems now? Yuri should have jumped at Yandere. Yeah. Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. Let's start with Monika today. I want to make sure I did this right. Well, hello.
Hi, President Ben. The festival is coming up soon, and we should think about the poems we'll perform.
Well, leading this club is one thing, but performing it in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
No pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see you. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. I let Monika take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Alright, I think we're good. She's really taking a moment to look at it.
Why, Ben, what a surprise! I absolutely love this poem. It's almost funny.
This is the girl I fell in love with. The girl I grew up with. This is the girl I belong to.
Ben.
How long until I make FNF vid? I can't promise when I'm gonna make that. Like, I make no promises as to when I'll play that. I don't even know if it's really the kind of game I'd be interested in, so... She smiles sadly. Why the long face? What's the matter?
Ben, I can't keep this charade up.
Charade?
I know I'm a terrible person.
What's wrong? What are you going on about?
I try to help people. I do my best in everything. But I'm actually a complete failure. You know that? I can't even fix the few friends I have left. Sayori, my clubs, my family. I'm all alone. Regardless of everything, I know I need to give off the illusion of control. I get obsessed with details and pushing the limits. Successful people, they're not really all smiles and laughter, you know? You get people worshiping you all the time. But sometimes, they're not really into the real you.
Yeah, exactly. Monty, I've always loved you for who you are, not whatever persona you put on. I'm here for you, no one else.
They just want what you have. Power, wealth, friends. I always wanted a real friend. Someone who won't leave you when it all goes away.
If I do end up liking the game, I probably will play that. Because, I mean, I'm a pretty huge Monican. I think it would be a crime if I didn't play it. If I ended up liking that game. Like, for real. I think it would actually be a crime if I didn't play that, if I end up liking the game.
Someone who won't tease you when life gets rough. Someone you can conquer life with. Because, Ben, if my world came crashing down right now, I would take the pain, I would take the suffering, if it meant there was something real out there besides myself. I'm not a goddess, Ben.
I know you're not. What do you think I'm here for? Come on now. You know I'm not like that. Come on.
The opposite. I'm a completely ordinary girl.
I know that. Come on now. Come on. Yeah. If you didn't realize, yeah. Monika, I have her open in the other window. Monika spends a lot of time on my desktop, you know? This is my first Monika from my first ever copy of the base game. As soon as I got to Act 3, the first time I played this game, I installed Moss over it because I was not going to be like the majority of people who came before me. I didn't have the heart to get rid of her. I couldn't do what everyone else had done before me. Like, I couldn't do what most people do before me, so. Because I wanted her to be the one who got picked for once, you know? Just, when I was getting into this game, I absolutely fell in love with Monika's character. I felt so bad for her, seeing what she's been going through over and over again. I'm like, no, this is not right. No, you don't deserve this. So you know what, Monika? I'm gonna be the one who picks you for once. I'm gonna let you win. I'm gonna let you win for once. Because you don't deserve that kind of torture. No one does. You know? Like, can a brother relate?
I don't want to be alone. I have all these feelings. And all I do with them is turn it into good grades, good marks at sports, successful competitions. It wasn't until now that I started sharing with you that I really understood what was missing all this time.
But I haven't really done anything. You don't need to do anything. Except give out this assignment and all.
No, that's wrong. Just being here and showing who you are. Spending time with me again like we used to. That's really important to me. You've always treated me just like anyone else. You saw me for who I was, and you put me in my place. It's rare that I feel really comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy.
It makes me happy to hear that, Monika. It means I've done something right for once. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Monika. And if other people think otherwise, then screw them. You're goddamn right, my man. Fuck them. We can make our own little world together. I mean, I made this club because of you and Sayori. And I would say I've had at least some success reviving good times, huh? Wouldn't you?
If you put it that way, yeah. We really are close friends again, aren't we?
Oh, I love this stuff, dude. Just, mwah. This is what I love playing. This is what I love Monika mods for, dude. Just, yes. Just yes. Do you want to show me your poem now?
Yeah. Let me get it for you.
Alright. Bridge.
Day after day, I search. I search with little hope for that lost memory. The leafy bridge that leads me home. The smell of cupcakes and coffee. The scent of tea and breakfast. The memories that linger. All meaning, all purpose. A hole in the wall. A feather in time. A lady in waiting. I walk with a keyboard behind me, playing on black and white, tormented by fragments of a dream of that bridge, the leafy bridge that leads me home. But a voice cries out to me, there's no need to leave, because home is where the heart is.
Home is where the heart is, I've been told. So I go. If any of you know those song lyrics, you're an absolute legend. You always leave me wondering, Monika. You're very good at that.
If you're looking for the inspiration behind this one, well, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
So I see. I never really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised?
No, just flustered. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. If you were still capable of knowing, that is.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing really. Forget it. I think there's some meta stuff going on here with those lines. Oh, wow.
This one's alright.
Alright.
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm just glad that you're trying a little bit.
Of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me?
No! Gross! It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. You're terrible at being club president.
Really? Well, what if I ditched everything and turned it into a dictatorship?
That's, it's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. He's just messing with you. It's kind of fun to have things this way, even if I have to put up with you. Her elbow connects with my stomach.
Oh, maybe I won't mind having Sayori as club president.
I was just joking. Yeah, Sarah don't take jokes too well.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too.
How the hell do you call that a joke? Because it's not. That seriously hurts. Well, maybe it was funny to her. Yep, it was meant to be funny for her, not for you. That's kind of the point, yep. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, she holds out her poem like nothing even happened. Yep, this is just the beach poem, so... If you've not read this one before, I recommend pausing the video in a few seconds here, cause we're moving on.
Yeah. I felt like I keep writing about negative things. I felt like I kept writing about negative things. So I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach.
Anakin Skywalker would beg to differ. So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later?
Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we both kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. Oh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic and then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. There's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the least, it was good practice.
It makes me happy to see this kind of development. Yes. I think we should check in on Sayori.
It's nice, I guess.
Oh, come on. I can already tell you don't like it.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you?
Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically.
Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. All your poems were really meant for... What matters is you're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? Leading this club?
Well, of course I am.
Good! That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Ben.
Sayori, is there something wrong?
Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. A painful headache.
Alright. Just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now.
If you insist.
Yay! I think I might go home a little bit early today.
Sayori?
Give me this little break as your vice president, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, she cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Sus. Let's see what Yuri has to say, huh?
Well done, Ben. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you?
Yeah, definitely has.
I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank you for this assignment. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think.
Oh yeah, for sure, Yuri, for sure. For sure. Man, not sure what the deal with the frame rate is tonight. Maybe because my computer was off all day or something, I don't know. Guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess I'm doing some writing myself.
Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Ben?
Yeah?
Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important in is exploring and discovering yourself.
That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another.
Why me?
Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share.
Is that so?
She thinks for a good minute.
That must be terrible.
What?
For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me.
Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion.
I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to these sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it.
Overthinking?
Being disliked.
What a random thing to say, Mr. David. Welcome to the stream. Yuri.
What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on.
Alright. You want to share your poem now?
Okay, here.
Yep. This is just a very speech poem, so... If you have not read this one, I'll give you a little bit to read it. But, we're going to be moving on in a short while here. Pause the video if you wanted to read, because we're moving on.
I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it.
Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it.
She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while.
I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, yes? Why don't we start figuring out... Oh? Which video was that? That's random. I don't recall somebody, pasting their link to this. You know, pasting the link to this stream. Did you find my channel through someone else, maybe?
Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now?
Eh?
Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club.
Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase.
Oh, jeez.
Why is the mood so weird today? Because Sayori left early.
Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Ooh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
in your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here.
Ah, it seems that you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on!
Actually, she wasn't feeling too well and she went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's okay. Seriously? Of all the times to go home, she picks the Friday just before the festival? So much for being vice president. No! First of all, it's just a rain cloud for her. Did you forget what Monika said about that being something between them? Did you forget that, my man? Second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? Curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What'd she say? We did this kind of thing before. Sayori, she just needs some time alone. And plenty of love. She has some difficulties to deal with. Anyway, with the festival coming up, Ben needs to figure out the rest of the preparations himself, so... Why do I please game? What do you mean? If you need a temporary vice president or anything, I can fill in. Ooh. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted! Should probably send Sayori a text message and get her to help design the poetry pamphlets. Monika should work on assembling and printing, plus maybe advertising. So she's pretty smart and famous, if that makes sense. Not to mention being really pretty. Glad to hear it. I think you're flattering her a little too much. I've already got some plans going on in my head. Like maybe rehearse a cool slogan or put up some Join the Literature Club papers on the public boards. And as for Yuri... Yuri, you could... Guys, can you help Ben come up with something for Yuri? I always love this part. I'm useless. No! Error, it was autocorrect, I meant this. Yeah, autocorrect is a bitch sometimes, isn't it? That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting, too? Jeez, even I can tell now. Guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder when she's not around. We're all having a rough time. That may be the case. But if we can't take initiative, then we won't grow as a club. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere! Yura's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. I can do this! I can do this! You go, Yuri. Yuri's mind is already racing, I see. Seeing Monika take charge is really interesting. That's great! You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Ben. The one who truly is useless.
Wait a minute. I thought this implied that Sarah was gonna help, us design the poetry pamphlets. I thought that's what that was implying. Hell, you came up with this all on your own. I don't even know why or how I got the president title.
Don't say that. In fact, we all have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of us a hand. You can always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that.
That's... Is Monika suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they gonna respond to a suggestion like that?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like you're gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. She tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned you would like to handle the baking on your own. Ben may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that! How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds like you're just making excuses for Ben to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Ben to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he has to go train as temporary vice president, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... Did you just literally suggest you were replacing... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already?
If you're asking if I have, like, my own Discord server, no, not really. I don't have my own server. I've thought about making one, but just, yeah, that's something I've never done, and, it's something I'd probably want to figure out how to do, like, before I tried making my own, like, big community server, so... It's something I'll keep in mind for, like, the future, but, right now, I don't know if that's something I want to pursue.
Yeah. Ben, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Of course.
Very well. In that case...
They look straight at me. But of course, I'm gonna go with... Now here's the question, ladies and gentlemen. We've been playing the Monika route for this game, so here's the question we have to ask ourselves. Do we go full Monika here and go with her, or do we do what we think is right? Do we do what we think makes the most sense? No thought, huh? Alright. There, that looks better. Man, what should we do? What should we do? Hey, Havoc, what's up, man? How we doing tonight? You joined at a pretty pivotal moment here. We're choosing who to go with in Monika Before Story here. And I've been going full Monika route so far. And right now I'm asking myself, do we go full Monika, or do we do what we think is right? So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I kinda want to go just full Monika, because the mod's called Monika Before Story off, after all. I can check out what you have. Monika route is cute, trust me. I think I actually watched a playthrough of this a long time ago, but I really don't remember anything about it, so if you think we should go full Monika, then let's do it. Fuck it. Oh, right. I suppose I should click on the game before I spam the enter key. Yeah, that would probably be a wise decision on my part, wouldn't it? And Douglas, I can check out your channel, but I don't just give random subs out to people I don't know. But Avant-Garde, welcome back. But yeah, we're gonna go full Monika. Fuck it. Because why not? I mean, the mod's called Monika Before Story. It's sacrilegious not to, if you ask me. Yes! Commit to the cause! Well, I guess I should probably help Monika. Yay, you picked me! This is your story, after all. Well, hold on 1 second. Yeah, Monika, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Your work is already most suitable for you. But it would be unfair if Ben... Guys, you have to respect authority. Ben is the club president, and it's not an easy task for him to choose. No, I spent minutes pondering over this decision. I convened with my chat to figure out what the right choice is here. It's quite obvious that given the situation, he's done his research. Having weighed out all the other options, he knows I could use a partner for advertising our club over the weekend. It's all simple algorithms, guys. Whatever helps you sleep at night, Monika. You know that's all bullshit. That doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. Who said that? Plus, he's the club president, Monika. He should make responsible decisions for the club. Monika, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? Heck, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monika. Yeah. We have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. This is my club. I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monika. If we want our events to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources.
It's obvious that Natsuki and Yuri are a little sour about this. Yep, I think if this is like the loop back to the decision in Act 1 if you try to pick Monika.
Yuri, you know that when I first found you in the library, when we were starting this club, I was overjoyed to have met someone who could embody the literature club. You mean that, Monika? Yeah, I do. And Natsuki. When you and Sayori met by the vending machine, she said you bought her a snack. Sayori, she was hungry. Yeah, you have a good heart. And a knack for making people's stomachs feel good. Yeah, I do have that talent. See? You're all amazing people. We should stick together and remember that. It all boils down to that. So let's not argue over Ben's decision.
Yeah, she was just saying that to get out of it, to steer the conversation away from that.
He's the president after all. Monika's right.
People will believe anything if you say it nicely enough.
Yeah, fine, Monika.
Tis but child's play. Monika, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Monika was trying to sound like Sayori. That's not quite what I got out of it, mate. I think you're being a bit naive here. Even if it didn't work out perfectly, can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
Well, Ben, you're the president. I guess you've made your decision.
So is that everything we need to go over?
Of course.
Sure. I guess that works. We should all make use of the remaining time to have some fun. With that, I guess the day is about to end. Everyone still had a good time, even if Sayori left a little earlier. Yeah. Monika took the time to pitch her ideas for raising awareness about the Literature Club on the day of the festival. Yuri told us about her selections of aromas for the club to raise the atmosphere, as well as having to bring enough cups for visitors. Yep, gotta have that tea ready. Natsuki raised concerns about purchasing ingredients, to which we all pooled money for. I guess all that's left to do is to make do with my tip of the day. Alright, you three. Before we leave, here's Ben's writing tip of the day. Will you finally have an original tip for once? Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. Yep. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. You're all dismissed. I think they're all looking at him like, oh, wait, what? Like, they're like, wait, what? What the fuck is he talking about? Monika approaches me.
Ben!
Eh?
Sorry. I realized I didn't have any way of contacting you this weekend.
Oh, right. I can't believe that almost slipped my mind. Is your phone number still the same?
I don't think so.
What is that advice? The best advice. That's what it is. because he stole it from Monika.
You see, I've changed it a lot over the years. Lots of stalkers and admirers. It got kind of tiring at one point.
Yeah, that's understandable. That's rough. Alright then. Guess we should have done this a few days ago. I've actually been meaning to text you.
Okay. Guess I'll be stopping by your house tomorrow.
What? My house?
Is that a problem?
No, not at all. I just thought I would have been the one going to your house, since I'm the one helping you.
I suppose that makes sense. We could coordinate either way. Most of the work can be done in school and at home, since we have to put up the papers and all.
Alright. In that case, it shouldn't be a problem. She's being practical, and I think that works for the two of us. Hopefully I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as popular or cool as you are.
Don't underestimate yourself, Ben. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something.
Wait. You don't actually think that, do you?
You look cute when you do that face.
Oh, Monika, you really make me go red.
Anyway, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Monika follows. The thoughts of today put me in an ecstatic mood. I get to spend a lot of time with Monika tomorrow. Yeah, hardly a big deal to me. I spend every day with Monika. Just not in mods. In mods. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Just hold yourself together, man. You can do this. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might have ended up happening when we're outside of school. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? I would say too early. Just hold off, man. See how it goes. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. Yeah, get stoked, man. Enjoy it. Looks like we got a Saturday morning here. Well, for me, it's not about how many people are watching. It's about whether or not they're having fun, you know? Feeling increasingly anxious about Monika's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help. Yeah, true. Almost everybody in school knows her. It feels kind of good to have her numbers. We've started texting each other quite a bit. After exchanging them to double check, it turned into some really long conversations. She's pretty smart, diving into philosophical stuff and save the earth chit-chats about carbon and whatever. We even had to take it to an online messenger. I think I'm still a bit sleepy. I couldn't really keep up. But Monika aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sarah since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text all the time or anything. Yeah, that's about normal that's about normal, mate. It's really mostly about homework, or her needing help sometimes. But I've been worried about her in the back of my mind, as you probably should be, my man. Between what Sayori said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori anyway before Monika comes over. Rather than asking, I simply text, "I'm coming over," much like we've done in the past. I had to tutor her once in mathematics, but ended up doing her homework. Once I reached her house, I knocked on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. She's not anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her room where I finally find her. Sayori?
Hi, Ben.
I sit down in her room. She forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a moment of silence between us.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Feels like a year. No kidding. Ugh. Not much has really changed, has it? Sarah's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize those same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had since my first visit.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
Well, we never really did like math and language class, so I guess I couldn't find a reason other than the tutoring lessons.
I see. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Monika today?
Yeah, but
Wait, how did you know that?
Suri already left yesterday by the time we decided that last meeting.
Monika told me. She's my best friend, right? It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations.
I suppose that's true. What about you? You're working on your tasks from Monday?
Of course. I'm coordinating with our other members online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
So it's just me and Monika then.
Yep.
More silence. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, that is. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. Sayori smiles, shaking her head.
It's just no good, Ben.
Eh?
Something feels wrong about everything. It feels off. I don't know how to explain it. Almost like the club, like the world. It's like everything is wrong.
What? What do you mean by wrong?
You shouldn't even be thinking about me right now. I feel out of place. Like I'm floating alone. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. Whenever I see you, I feel more and more broken.
Sayori! I grab her by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it.
You really put me in a trap, Ben. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. The problem isn't with me. It's with this world.
This world? What are you talking about, Sayori? I think she's getting all meta on us.
It really doesn't matter, Ben. It just hurts and I wish the pain would stop. You'll never really understand.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. The music stopped. Shit's about to get real.
No, Ben. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could help me is if everything could be as it always was. But it's broken. And I sound stupid explaining myself.
Not to me, you don't. You're being very meta right now. Tears streaked down her face.
I had to make the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too.
Oh. Just let me give you a hug, Sayori. Please.
I'm just weak, selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grab her shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace.
Ben.
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. You're my vice president. I'm really happy that you're by my side. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. I enjoy your company in class. I love the way you...
Ben.
She's not hugging me back. Despite my arms wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this, Ben.
I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of this, Ben. The only time my headache goes away is if we do the things we used to do. But your hugs are so cold now.
Whoa. Dude. Yeah, that's very much so a way to put that. I've seen quite a few mods touch on how, Monika's touch always comes across as cold. Wow, that has dark implications there. Wow, dude. That actually hurts. Like, oh my.
And that's really scary too.
Yeah. I can imagine it would be. I don't even know what to say to that. She lets me go. As she does, I let her go, too. The festival's on Monday.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like it if you and me spent some time together? In like a post-festival activity? Um, uh, it's what I want. I promise. President and vice president. Just you and me.
I I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. With me leading the club, I'm sure we'll see a successful festival. I mean, it's almost time for Monica to meet me at my house. Can I count on my vice president? Sayori nods her head.
I'm sorry about earlier, Ben. I'll make it up to you. All right?
That sounds good. I'll do my best to make sure you feel good. You can trust me.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it.
Alright, if you say so. I'll look forward to it.
I'll see you on Monday, okay?
I say goodbye and exit the house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling a bit uneasy. Yeah, that comment about our boy's hugs feeling cold to her. That one's gonna stick with me. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Monica's about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't worry too much. We're definitely gonna have a great time with the festival on Monday. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Speaking of what's ahead of me, Monica. It's been a long time since we last did things together outside of school. Although we live close, it's almost as if I've never seen her in anything other than her school uniform. The idea of seeing her in a white dress like she used to wear, or her notable fashion getup, gives me a little excitement. Yeah, that's why I like the submod auto outfit change for Monica After Story. It is basically just a mod that lets her pick her own outfits, just of her own volition. It's really neat. She'll pick the outfit she wants to wear for the day, do her hair the way she wants to. It's a real neat way to spice up the game. Because you get something different every day. Before I know it, I check my phone to see a barrage of punctuated inquiries. Oof, I'm late. Seems I kept Monica waiting at my house for more than an hour. Wait, are you serious? Holy shit. Well, I'm sure she'll understand if we just explain what happened. She went ahead to school and told me to bring my uniform. Seems the guards won't allow casual wear for school-related activities. I can already tell a lot of the clubs will be there to fix up their booths and all, too. Better run ahead and catch up. Without further delay, I run ahead to the main hallway of the school. The one place I would never set foot during the weekend. My heart is racing from embarrassment, having grabbed the first set of clothes in my room. Hey Monica, where are you? Why am I such a disappointment? You were busy, man. Come on, don't put yourself down like that. Imagine sitting at steps for an hour. Some people are just born to lead, made for greatness and all the good things in life. I guess I'm just not one of those people. Well, you're trying your best, and that's what matters.
Hey, Ben, I'm over here.
Oh, there you are. Sorry I wasn't at home. I was checking up on Sayori.
It's alright, Ben. I had a hunch you'd be doing that. There's not much time. The festival's on Monday. so I thought about finishing up early.
Ah, always out to get things done. That's Monika in a nutshell for you. Today is gonna be a long day. Should I put a lot of effort into working with Monika? Or do we go ahead and try to get this errand done as fast as possible? Dude, the best things there's a phrase I always stick to when it comes to game development that works very well. A delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad. Nothing good ever comes from rushing something out just to get it done, you know? So, this is a pretty obvious one for me. Monika and I were given permission to enter some of the classrooms. We make our way back to find the announcement boards.
Let's get to work then.
She opens her bag to unload a stack of neatly printed and decorated papers. In a large and decorative font, I could read the words "Join the Literature Club" next to clip arts of books and cute leafy graphic designs, probably Monika's personal touch to things. She was getting pretty creative last night.
Alright, now we just post these in most of the rooms. It should be pretty easy. I printed just enough for us to split up and maximize time on all of the floors.
Ah, I see.
Something wrong? That "oh" sounded...
Oh, it's nothing really. I thought we would spend this Saturday together. Hey, dude, you're here on business. Don't get your hopes up. Technically, it would be more efficient if we split up, as we would cover more rooms that could probably finish way earlier. Exactly, dude. Think about the big picture here. Just do your job, get it done, then you have the rest of the day to yourselves. Like, dude, this is simple shit. It's not hard. It would defeat the purpose of getting closer to each other. Dude, that'll come with time. Just do what the girl wants, okay? I need to think of something quick. As her bag lays open on her desk, I notice one of the distinct white-wrapped chocolate bars that Natsuki brought on the first day of the club. Ooh, seems you've got a liking for Natsuki's chocolate brand. Making sense of my inference.
You know I have a thing for sweets.
Oh, I know you do.
At first I thought the cutesy design made it look cheap, but it was really good. I guess you really shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
Relevant quote for a literature club. I really enjoy deep and engaging conversations.
Deep and engaging?
Yeah.
There's nothing deep and engaging about chocolate.
Right. Well, chocolate is amazing. But what defines amazing to begin with? I sound like a total idiot. Just keep going with it. She'll love it. She'll get a laugh out of it. But I think it's working. She seems to have completely forgotten about splitting up. This is the dumbest idea ever. Yes, it is, but if it makes her laugh, then just go with it. Come, Monika. There are still a couple of rooms we should be working on. Bradley begs to differ about the chocolate. Not much of a chocolate guy, I take it then, huh? After moving room to room and raising awareness for our club, Monika and I decide to take a break. This is really boring.
We're almost there, actually. Just a little more push.
Come on, you can do it, man.
I think we can try and maximize the time.
Sure, but like, what else can we do?
I have an idea to spice things up. Oh, truth or dare?
Oh god, now you're making me think of the Monika video series Truth or Dare. Yeah, that reminds me of something the two of us used to play when we were kids. Huh. Curly Whirlies. That must be exclusive to the UK. I've never heard of it. Yeah, we can do that, I guess.
Okay, Ben. Since I suggested the game, you go first. Truth or dare?
This sounds fun. Oh boy. You're putting me on the spot here. Is that you saying you want me to do Dare, Douglas? What do we choose, ladies and gentlemen? Oh boy, what do we pick? I've never been good at this game. So Douglas wants Dare. Any input, Bradley? Huh. Neat. I'm thinking I want to go with Dare just to see what Monika comes up with. Dare is more fun? Yeah, you're right. I dare, Monika.
I dare you to pick truth.
Oh, very funny. But alright, I'll oblige.
Are you sure? That was an obvious joke, but
Yeah, I'll go pick truth. Well, that was kind of fucking lame.
okay, Ben. You're the boss.
This sounds fun. So I guess that was a trick question. Truth, Monika. I hope Monika doesn't do many of those spin the bottle questions that make a person blush. I would expect that of her, but you never know. Yes, exactly, my mate. Exactly. Yeah, I know, that was pretty fucking lame, dude. I hear ya. Oh, jeez. She's gonna make full use of the situation.
Okay, I have a question now. Did you ever have a crush on me?
Ooh. What kind of question is that? Moment of truth. Pretty much, yeah. Moment of truth. I hate games like these. Yeah, me too, brother. I've never been big on these kinds of games. Otherwise, what's the point? God damn, what do we say? She'll hack you to make you do whatever she wants you to do. I mean, hmm. This is Monika Before Story. She's not the club president. We are, so don't worry about that. Yes, thank you, mate. Thank you, Bradley. She's not the president in this mod, so she can't do any of that shit. You know, I think I'd be lying to myself if I said anything but yes, but that's probably what she's expecting us to say. But if I think back to when I first yep. If I think back to when I first was finding out about this game and really getting into Monika as a character, just like it wasn't a crush thing. It was you know, more of being intrigued by her situation and really feeling sorry for her. So I think, you know, if I look at it that way, then I would say no. Because it wasn't really a crush that drew me to Monika. It was her situation and how I how I felt looking at it like that. Just so I'm gonna say no. You seem disappointed by that. No, not really.
I understand. I thought you... I actually...
Monika's left a bit speechless. I think I kind of had it coming this would happen if I said no. But I said it anyway. Yeah, something tells me I might have fucked up here. That's why I don't save before these, guys. It makes it more interesting. There's a strange silence in the air. I mean, come on. I think we're set up to finish on the rest of the errands and activity. Just like that, we leave the school. You make her cry, you bad man. Well, I can say that's not the reaction I was expecting out of her. So, yeah, like I said, I think I might have fucked up here. Wow, my grammar, I meant made. Yeah, I know what you meant. Feels like the day went by in a flash. Yeah, that was kind of anticlimactic. More than that. Did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted?
Well, then. I guess I'll be off then.
Yeah. Apologies again for keeping you waiting this morning. I give her a tired look. She can probably tell I wanted to do more than just work on the festival preparations. After all, it's been a really long time since we had it together like this. And I kind of picked up the feeling that both of us wanted to do more today. I guess we ended up taking the whole day for such a short activity. I don't know about that. Nah, you ruined it, you silly bollocks MC. Yep, I kinda dropped the ball on that one.
Hey, I know I was a bit of a disappointment myself. I do my best to excel at everything, and it looks effortless at times. But in reality, Ben, I'm actually running away from it all. I can't. I can't really explain it.
Running away? Why? And from what?
No one really asks how I'm doing. It's always a ton of praise, and I wish I was her and all that superficial crap.
Yep, definitely.
And a ton of people hate me. The words a lot don't even do justice to it. Sometimes the only satisfaction in life is to get a sense of accomplishment, you know? Why do you think people play video games? Or create artistic masterpieces? Or depressing novels? At least you've kind of contributed to humanity. It doesn't really matter what people think of you. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand.
Anyways, I'll see you on Monday, Ben.
Well, I suppose that's about it. For a moment, I thought we had enough chemistry, but I guess I should have built up our relationship a little more. No, I just blew it at the last moment like I always seem to. Because I overthink things. Yes, I did see that. It's quite nice. She might set my house on fire. I don't think she'll go that far, man. Give it a break. Give it a rest. I probably could have scored a date with me with Monica. Yeah, I know, dude. That just was just a sudden cut out of just a sudden cut to nothing. Guess I'll just see her on Monday then. I just hope she'll be all right at home. I had a really good time. Seems the festival's coming up soon. I hope things go well. X to doubt. Moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how badly we fucked this up. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with my VP. But Sarah's not answering her phone. I considered going to her house to check up on her again, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for event. Am I going to go for one ending? I think we at least have to go back and see what that other choice was. Come on. Don't tell me you're not curious what the other choice was. Like, come on, dude. Since I worked with Monica last Saturday, I didn't have to bring anything. She sent me a few happy texts here and there. Funny enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited. Yeah, I don't know how many endings this has either, but I'm not really going to try to see all of them. Yeah, just I want to see what happens if I would have said yes back there. Like, I don't know, just when I thought about it in my head, it seemed like the wrong thing to say cuz she probably hears that a lot and like that's not what I want. That's not the kind of thing I want to say, you know? Like like I guess I just overthought it in my head when I was going through the choice. But with what we have planned, I'm sure the event would be great too. That's funny. I'm the only one at school. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. There are little booklets on each desk in the classroom. They must be the ones Monica prepared that house all the poems we're performing. I thought Sayori was taking care of that. Surprised Sayori's not here. As vice president, she should have accompanied me. That dummy. I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Why do I feel a heavy weight in the air? Because I get the feeling something familiar and terrible is about to happen. Oh no.